Hey guys, welcome back to On the Same Page with me, Paige Natalie. Today's topic is, does it matter what job your partner has? Now, obviously, I'm going to say it does matter. And I'm going to explain why. And we're going to go through the different factors to consider. Now, I always get an itchy nose when I film, I swear to God. Before I go into this, obviously we're going to talk about jobs. I would just like to put out there, I cause no offense to anyone's job, what anyone does. I do not pay your bills. If you are paying your own bills and you have a job full stop, you're winning. I'm not cussing anyone's job. However, we do have to consider within this conversation, there's high level jobs and low level jobs. There's a hierarchy in life, but I generally just don't want to offend anyone. So for me, well, let's just start off actually, because I've had this discussion before, and I find that with men don't care what females do for a job, which is quite good. That's an advantage for us. But females care what men do for a job. Now, let's just go through the different scenarios. Now, for me, the reason I care what my man will be doing or someone that I meet, it bothers me what they do, because for me, it's about mentality. Now, let me just put a little example together. So for me personally, if I meet a guy and he's like, I'm like, what do you do? And he's like, I'm a postman. I'm thinking, okay. Like for me, like you've got a job, cool. But if that's just it, like that's the conversation. We'll go through different examples, but you're just a postman. You're like, yep, I'm a postman. I like my job. It's easy peasy, easy money, whatever. For me, that shows you're quite laid back. You like easy money. You're not really necessarily looking for promotions or to develop, because you're like, man, it's easy money, it's easy work. I get paid, it pays my bills, job done. So for me, that shows mentality and lack of ambition, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And no one goes to college or even school and says, I can't wait to study to be a postman. Like, it don't happen. And what promotions are you getting? Head postman of, I don't know, Bournemouth Street. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where are you going with life? If you said to me, I'm a postman, but I used to be in IT and accounting, but I've been made redundant, so I'm currently looking for other jobs, but this job come up in the meantime so I can still save for a house, blah, 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 blah. Mentality. So now I can stick with you. I'm going to grind with you. I'm a grinder. I believe in partnerships, work together, build each other up. We need to be Jay-Z and Beyonce. So it's like, I'm all for the grind. So don't get it twisted in anything that I say. However, no one goes to college, like I said, to become a postman. That means you lack ambition. You don't really have any skills. You don't know what you want to do in life. You've just kind of fallen into a job. You're happy as Larry. You're not bothered about promotions and stuff like that. Like, same way, if I met a guy and I really liked him and I was like, what do you do? He's like, yeah, I work in JD Sports. Again, I'm bearing in mind my age as well. So I'm 29. So I'm going to meet someone that's 29 or older. So between 29 and like say 35, you're a manager in JD Sports. Like that, no. The way I'm looking at it is, and this is where money comes into it, is we got the ambition part, right? So now financially. So now I'm like, the age that I am now, I'm looking at it as in a year's time, in a time in my life, I'm going to need to take a year's maternity leave. In that year's maternity leave, that man is going to have to take over 80% of the financial responsibilities. So now I'm thinking future, I will be on maternity leave, I'll be on a maternity wage. So we're going to have a mortgage to pay, Sky, internet, gas, electricity, food shopping, petrol in our car, then the odd treats, say the odd takeaway, whatever, baby clothes, prams, formula. I say formula like I'm American. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nappies and etc. So when I'm looking at a man, it is like, what can you bring to the table? With me, I understand I need to bring something to the table, but you either need to match me or be above me, and we can work together with that. If you don't match me, and for whatever reason, like I said before, you've been made redundant, and I don't even want to use the word below me, but if you're not on the same lane as me, or the same path, or whatever you want to call it, I'm okay helping you build your way up if the mentality's there, if you're a grafter. If you're a postman and you're like, but I'm starting my own construction company. I've just built 2 vans. I've got 2 of my lads that I've just employed. I'm going to build my team up to a team of 10 blah. I can work with that. That's giving me something to work with. What I can't work with is, oh, you know, it's easy money, you know, what's the point? Like, you know, you get up, do 3-4 hours work, do a day's work, come home and have a cuppa. No, because, and this is another thing. It's all about that individual person. So someone like that may suit someone who doesn't like flying that much, happy with just going like Europe, say Spain. They've got their favourite Spain destination. They're happy going Spain every year, have been doing it for the last 7 years, not really into designer, not really into the social thing and all that, and the government feeding into thinking that you need to be wearing design and high maintenance and all that, and you're not into Botox, or you just don't really like shopping. You're happy with Topshop and Zara, which I shop in, I'm okay, but I'm just building a picture here. And you're not really that bothered about fancy restaurants you find in Ponzi. They're not your kind of people. You're a Converse and ripped jeans type of girl. Then you will suit a postman or a guy that works in JD Sports. But if you're like someone that does Botox, likes designer, enjoys those Ponzi restaurants every now and then, you know, but can still obviously eat in that, like we're all real life, we'll shop in Pan Shop, Primark, eating Nando's, Pizza Express, but your holidays that you look forward to are Dubai, South Africa, you like about 3 holidays a year, blah, 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 blah. You need someone that's on your level, and that's connection wise, because you'll have things in common and they'll get it, they'll want to experience it with you, and they can financially not even provide your holidays, because it ain't even about your man paying for them. But would you really want to be with a man? You go Dubai, you want to go Dubai, you want to go Miami, all that, and your man is all like, yeah, I ain't got the money for that. Can we go in like 3 years time so I can like put a bit together? It's kind of bringing you down. Let's be honest. Like, no one wants a guy that's like, I gotta save 3 years worth of wages to pay it off. Like, or, oh, can we not go there? Can we just go Greece? Like, don't get me wrong, Mykonos is all nice and that, but you still want someone that's on your level. So it does depend on the person. So for me, I've bought myself Mulberries. I go on 3 holidays a year. Every bit of designer I own, I've bought myself. I like to go out. I go to brunches. So if someone isn't financially on my level of what I can afford now, and I'm planning on progressing and earning more and affording more and getting a house and still maintaining my lifestyle, we're going to clash. Because while I'm at spending £2,000 on a Mulberry, you're thinking that's an obsessive amount to spend because you think £60 on a Zara bag's already expensive. So it's 2 different mentalities. So for me, I think it says a lot about a guy on what job they do, their way of thinking, their life plans, if they've got a target, if they've got an objective. Like, what's your 5-year plan? Working in JD ain't a 5-year plan. Being a postman ain't a 5-year plan. Being an accountant, being in IT, being, I don't know, recruitment. There's so many other jobs. Any other job, obviously, you should plan. You can progress. You can get bonuses. You can get promotions. You can't get promotions in certain jobs. And even if you can, are you that guy that's working towards that promotion? Or you're like, no, that's more work. That's more responsibility. Why am I going to give myself more responsibility? That's what your job says to me. That's your, how you come to me. What you do represents how you are as a person, how you are as a man. A man are known to bring the bacon to the table. Yes, again, 50-50 rights, etc. I will always bring my own bacon and sausages, eggs and beans to the table, 100%. And this is another thing. If I want to treat you for your birthday and I'm surprising you with a holiday to Dubai or Jamaica or with some Balenciagas and a bottle of Creed and whatnot, and you can only provide me back with some pajamas from, I don't know, Tesco's, a £10 bottle of Britney Spears, and I don't know, maybe a new dressing gown and a pair of hair straighteners. We're not on the same level. I know you don't give to receive, but I already buy that for myself. So I want a man where I'm like, oh my God, he got me a bottle of Creed. Oh my God, we're going to Dubai. Oh my God, we're going to Mexico. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're going Butlins and Pontins and woo. No, because I'm not that female. So For me, obviously I'll speak from my point of view, I think it matters what a man does for a job. Now let's speak about the other way. So men don't really care what women do, which I think is great. Because women, obviously, they have the leniency of being anything. A lot of girls are just PAs or reception work, secretarial, whatever. Myself, I'm in marketing and events. So when a guy meets a girl, when they go up to them, they're like, oh, what do you do? And they're like, oh, yeah, I work in Topshop, or I'm a PA, or, I'm a receptionist. They're like, oh, cool, you fine as hell anyway, so I don't be caring what you're doing. Because men are already got the mentality of, I don't need you to have money. Which I think women should have the same mentality when I say it out loud. And it's not about you needing money, but like I say, eventually down the line, I'm going to need to take a year's maternity. So are you the type of partner that later on down the line I'm going to be struggling with? Because I'm not a struggler, and I've had the privilege of not having to struggle because I've always worked. I'm a good saver. I've saved since I was about 12 years old. I've always had some sort of savings, and I'm very good with my money. But when I treat myself, I treat myself. Now, there's nothing worse than being with a man that's like, oh, I can't believe you've spent that amount. But that's my own money. That's my business. So for a man, my brothers have said it, because my brothers are 43 and 44 years old. So I've said, like, does it care what a girl does? And they're like, no, Paige, I've dated women that are on benefits, single mums, women that just work in hairdressers, because I'm coming to the table as a man to take care of you. I don't be caring what you're needing. I'm putting a roof over your head. I'm going to help provide. I'm going to help build you up. And it's not even build you up, because he hasn't even, like, he's met girls and he's like, or women should I say, and he's like, right, you need to get a new job. We need to better that. My brothers just like, they do what they do. So we do have an advantage. And I do feel for men. I'm just going to put that out there. I feel for you. You're the ones that have to make the first move. You're the ones that have to chase the girls. You're the one that has to ask for the number and approach us. Like, we put a lot of pressure on you, and I'm completely aware of that. But if I'm treating you, I need to be treated back. I'm not just going to get with a guy that's just a postman. He's happy doing his bloody, 1 till 6 o'clock shift and working 4 days a week, and he's coming home to a creed. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be satisfied. I'm not going to be fulfilled. It's not the lifestyle I want to live. When I think of my lifestyle, I'm thinking, oh my God, my next car I want to be an Audi. Then from that, I'm like, my next car I want to be a Range Rover. Oh, I can't wait to go to Dubai. Oh my God, I'd really like to go to Mexico. You don't want to be in a relationship or be dating a guy where you're like, yeah, I can't really do that, because if I want to go there, I'm going to have to pay for me and him. And I know men do that, and you're going to be like, but men do the same. They'll pay for both of you. But I'm not going to drag you along. I'm not going to pay for your lifestyle. The way I wouldn't expect someone to pay for my lifestyle, I wouldn't expect to just be, because I want to be going out and about, like, oh, yeah, I want to go to the Ned and spend £50 on a roast. I know you can't afford that, so I'm going to every Sunday pay for us. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to drag you along with my lifestyle. We either match or we don't match. Guys and girls, I'd like to get your opinion on this, because I know it's a touchy subject, and again, I don't want to offend anyone with their jobs, but some jobs are jobs and some are careers. I think, personally, marketing events, I'm in marketing and advertisement and PR and stuff, I'm in a career job. I can build, I can move to senior marketing manager, marketing, vice president, head of marketing, head of events, and so forth. It's like, but if you're just working in Topshop, a hairdresser's, or if you're a guy and you're just working in JD Sports, you're a postman, like, that's a job that pays the bills. But where's your mindset? Like, where do you want to get in life? Like, what's your prospects? Like, do you want a nice house? Do you want a nice kitchen? Do you want to, like, can you afford like 3-4 kids? Like, how are you paying for all this? So it's about mentality. It's about the future. How with me meeting you, with us together, can we provide a future that we both want and that we both desire? So yeah, that is my chat on, does it matter if your man, does it matter what job your man has? For me, it does. It says a lot about them. Again, you don't go to college studying to be a postman. You're studying for journalism. You're studying to be accountancy. You're studying for psychology. You're studying mathematics. You're studying to be something. So yeah, Give me your views, comment below, DM me, Paige Natalie. Be nice, but be honest. Like, if you disagree. Like, I know girls out there that have got mans that are struggling, and I'm not saying when you get in a relationship, if your man loses his job, you've got to dump him. No, that's a partnership, that's together. But what I'm saying is that initial, if I meet you and I do not know you, and you're like, hi, my name's David, I work in JD Sports and I'm 35 years old. That's nice, David, but your 20% discount is not gonna prospect me in life. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. I'm just being real, people. But yeah, so comment, DM me, let me know your views. Let's talk about it, and I could bring this topic up again and we can have some further discussions. Again, I don't pay your bills. As long as your bills are being paid, I don't care what you do, because I ain't got to date you and I ain't got to lay in bed with you at night. And when I come home saying that I want to go to Dubai, you're not the one that has to pay that bill or get spending money together. So I have no problems with what you do. But for me, I can be a bougie ass bitch. I'm 50-50. I'm mixed race, and I am like my race mate. I'm 50-50 right down the middle. I do Primark, Nando's and Pan Shop. I keep saying Nando's. I don't even like Nando's that much. I actually love ZZ's. ZZ's is like my best. ZZ's, but I also want STK, Dubai and Mulberry. So gotta have it all. So love you guys, thank you. Let me know if you're on the same page as me, with On the Same Page with Paige Natalie. And yeah, mwah.